Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Manny here and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we'll be talking about the depth of the market, team of the group stage, road to the final, icon swaps, and also what to look out for. Now it is a pretty hefty video, so if you guys want to take some breaks, feel free. And yeah, maybe if you guys want to have a little bit of a sip on your tea, your coffee, even some water, yeah, make sure to do so because we're going to go in detail and hopefully this could get you ready and prepared for the week. So if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to like, subscribe, comment and share this with a friend. Maybe this will help them out as well, understand the market. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Right guys, so we want to talk about the depth of the market, team the group stages, road to the finals and icon swaps and what that can do for the market. Now, what this could actually do is a lot more people are opening packs, keeping pack supply because of icon swaps. Now we'll talk about that part a little bit later in the video, but the first thing we're going to talk about is the depth of the market, which has been affected on golds, like golds more so than anyone. Players like Rashford, players like Neymar, players like Kante, players like Varane have all gone down by 30, 40, maybe even 50k. Varane's gone down from 260 to 220. Kante's gone down from 400 to 350. Rashford's gone down from 230 to 189, and Neymar's gone down from literally 1 milli to 800k. Now this is massive. This crash is massive, and do I think it will continue? I probably do think that the market will continue to fall, especially for gold cards, because they're in pack supply and people are just undercutting each other and seeing panic. So guys, as I did say a couple days ago when I did do my video, there could be a little bit of panic. So in order to test out if there's going to be panic on the market, with French players in particular, you can do this because French players are always desirable. It's literally trying to undercut each time on the sniping filter and seeing if that player keeps popping up, which did happen even on the video that we did see. So we saw that there was going to be a slight crash, and we expected there to be a crash, but we never expected it to be this big. I bought a Steven Gerrard literally a couple days ago before weekend league. Obviously Saturday I was doing some charity work, so I was out. I missed the crash completely. I could have sold him, made some coins, so that is my bad, but I was going to play with him anyway. And yesterday I had really poor internet, so I couldn't play, and I've lost over 100k on this card because I picked him up for 845. He actually went up to 890 after I picked him up, which would have been a dub, I guess. But then his price came crashing down to 750, and now he is at 787k, which is a rebound. But icons have literally died so much as well in this market crash because people are like, icon swaps are coming out, so what is the point of actually buying these icons? So icon swaps are probably going to come out this Friday, and loads of people are just getting out their icons. Now if, say for example, Gerrard's not in icon swaps, his price will obviously go back up, or his price could potentially plummet even more with him being free, you know. So that is one thing that I would definitely look at as well. If you guys have icons that are profitable, which I doubt, I'll probably get out just in case, as soon as before the crash gets worse. I think that it might get worse with icon swaps in particular. Untradeable cards will be of more value to people because you can use them for icon swaps. That's why people are going to be doing Coman. Now if you want to do Coman, right, you want to look at Bundesliga players. Now Bundesliga players like Gerrard, Gnabry, these players are quite low, but they're good for investments because people can use these players to do team of the group stage Coman. Now normally what you're going to see is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday people banging out objective players, and that is why you could probably see Gnabry, Goretzka, even Royce Rule Breakers card. If you actually go to the first page over here, you can see Royce Rule Breakers card probably going up. Sancho is at 245 now. He was at 300. He dropped down to 220 in the crash, but because of this Coman objective, his price has rebounded. And literally the only players' prices that have actually rebounded have been Bundesliga players. So if you guys are looking for invest, obviously Bundesliga has to be the way at the moment. So that's that. Road to the finals, guys, they're due their upgrades. So a lot of people are actually investing in road to the final cards as well. So if you look at road to the final Marcus Rashford, this could be another reason why his price has gone down. His gold card's price has gone down, but I don't think so. I think it's just because people invested in that card due to Black Friday and thought his price would go up, and people also over invested in the card due to the loading screen and just wanted to get out. So this card here is at 1.04 mil, and he was at 900k a couple days ago. So his price has actually rebounded. The main reason this card has rebounded is because obviously he plays tomorrow. If United win, his rating will go to 87. He'll literally have the same stats as this card, who is currently sitting at 1.03 mil. So literally they're exactly the same price. They're going to be exactly the same rating, different positions. But imagine one could potentially go to 88 rated, 89 rated, being at the same price as the 87 rated card. I still think that that's quite good value if you look at it that way, even though that Rashford is a striker card. Now that is one thing that you could look at. But it also has caused a little decrease in the inform. So if you guys did want to get the inform, you could go in on it in a couple days, maybe on a Wednesday or a Friday or even a Thursday after rewards. You could probably look at this inform and see him being low. So that is basically, you can literally look throughout the week and see if this card will be worth it. I do think he will be. And if you look at Rashford, his dynamic images are all very similar. Come on, EA, be a little bit more original. Come on. I'm telling you. Damn, have EA literally copied the dynamic image? Wait. So that one's got his thumb in his mouth. Does another one have his thumb in his mouth? Okay, so they haven't. That's okay. This Bruno as well is a team of the group stage one. He could get a player of the month, so you could see this one go down in price due to panic for the player of the month. And I do think that Bruno's player of the month will be insane. Even if he's at 900k, he'll be 91 rated. He'll basically fit the meta for a lot of the games. I've seen reviews on this card being insane. I mean, this guy's got 98 penalties. I mean, if you want 99 penalties without a stat boost, you're going to want that player of the month. So that would be decent. But yeah, guys, even Varane, he's a player that I wouldn't go near. I wouldn't go near any of these gods because I just think that it's going to be a waste of coins. And what it actually does is when you're wasting coins and there's a crash, it actually prompts people to buy FIFA points. So what you actually want to look out for, guys, is players to actually buy and use, or usable players that won't go down in price. Now that's easier said than done, but what I mean by that won't go down in price, you want to be looking at live items. You want to be looking at players that could get promoted. So you want to be looking at players that could get promoted, players that could get an increase in card, or players that are out of packs. So you want to be looking at UCL live cards in Hazard. I think that 758k is a decent price. Obviously he is up 20k, but he has hit the heights of 798k before, when people thought that Real Madrid were actually playing well. So this card's probably going to get an upgrade. 758k is not the best, but at 90 rated, 90 pace, 85 shooting, just +1 to all of that, people might be like, yo, you know what, yeah, all of a sudden this card looks pretty meta, I'm going to use it. So 800k might not look so bad on a card like this. Even on a UEL card like Aubameyang, who's definitely gonna get promoted, his card might go up above that 1 million coin mark. His price is currently the same, so he might be one to look out for, guys, because his price hasn't actually dropped at all in the last couple days or risen. So he might be a player to look out for. At 89 rated, this card could have 95 pace, 88 shooting, 78 passing, 71 physical, and 84 dribbling. I know that's not massive, but this card could literally go a long way. His price hasn't really dropped. He's been pretty much, for me, he looks like a very safe investment. Another one like Ndidi as well, looks like they're probably going to progress through in the Europa League. So he's another card that I'd probably look at 87 rated, but his card has actually gone down in price. So he might be one to look out for, because it looks like his card is also rebounding nicely at 287. So that's a card to look out for. Sissoko as well. Sissoko might be one if he's less than 1 million coins. So he is 1 million coins. His price has been rising due to demand. Now, cards like Sissoko are cards that are part of the meta of the game and what people want. Now, he's going to get an upgrade. His price is going to go up. Aubameyang is going to get an upgrade. His price is going to go up. But you always want to sell it in the hype. Now, if players like this have already started to rise, you want to look at players very similar, like even a Renato Sanchez, and see, okay, Renato Sanchez, has he started to rise? And look at cards which are starting to rise but haven't risen that much. And the reason why I'm saying look at UEL cards is because UEL cards don't have as much hype. Now this card has so much hype around it. That's why his price has gone up by 100k. Even during the crash, these live items have started to increase and started to rebound. So if I was you guys, I would be looking at these live items. I'll be looking at UCL cards. I'll be looking at these cards in particular. Now, let's go into the game. Right, so as I spoke to you guys about earlier, Bundesliga is probably the way to go with a card like Kingsley Coman. Especially because people want to link to him, or people want to use players to actually use this card or get this card. So that is another thing. Also, people are trying to complete this Beckham objective and save him for Team of the Year. So they save this rare players pack for Team of the Year, and this card looks pretty decent. I need to get this done because every single week I get to this stage after 2 games and I'm like, you know what, yeah, don't worry man, it's all chill, we'll get him eventually, and we miss out. So we're gonna have to finish that. We have to finish that, guys. You need to remind me on stream. And literally, guys, to make coins on this game is not hard, but to keep your coins is the hard part. And I think if you look over here, right, I've got 4 tradable players, and all of their prices have gone down by quite a lot. Like, for example, this Sissoko, I know that he's gold, but if you look at him, his card is like 9k. I think we picked him up at 13k, which is not an issue. Anyway, don't really care about that. This is my squad. So anything I lose in this team, I don't really care. All my investments are, I've just bought loads of 84s because of the fact that their prices were literally like 1k each. So I was like, 84s for 1k, are you dizzy? Like, that's way too cheap. So 84s died as well, so I was just like, let me pick them up. Look at Varane, his at 222. We picked him up at 250k. His price went up to 280, but because he's part of our squad, we kept him, so that was okay. We got Konate over here. We picked him up for around about, I think we picked him up for quite a bit. Obviously, yeah, 54k. He's around about 40k now, which is way too cheap for this card. He's actually really decent. And Jaden Sancho is another one who we're just keeping him in our team because we really like him, and he's gone down by quite a bit as well. So, and this Gerrard, as I told you guys, we picked him up for 845. His price is less than 800. Less than 780. So if I was to sell this card, I'll be losing about 100k on the card. And it's not because I wanted him for an investment. I wanted him for my squad because I play him, and I play him as a DM, and I play Alessandrini, Sancho, and Mane as my cams with Mbappe in strike, or I play Mbappe and Sancho as my 2 strikers. So literally, guys, I have got a team right already ready. But for Team of the Year, I might even sell my Gerrard, Sancho, and Varane, get ready, get liquidated, and make more coins. Now, when there's panic, there's always opportunity. So what you want to do is always pick up cards on their low point, and you want to look at Bundesliga at the moment. You want to look at live cards at the moment. So I'm honestly considering even ones to watch is like Timo Werner. Timo Werner before a match day goes all the way up to 800,000 coins. Now, this happens every single week. His card goes up to around about 800k plus. So what is his card at now? His card is way less than 700k. This just tells me that, come on man, what is happening to the market? If his card's at less than 670, there is a potential to buy over here as well. Even Havertz is really cheap as well. I just think that these cards that perform week in and week out, they're really good invests, and I think you guys can look to make coins on this card. Now, this card normally is around about the 300k mark casually. Now you can see his card 350k, I would say. Now you can see his card at around about 280, 290. So here, around about 280k, 275 actually, which I think is massive. So guys, I'm telling you honestly, there's so many coins to be made on the market, but there's already so many panic sells on the market as well, which is causing a shift in momentum. So you guys just want to be active and want to watch out for these trends. And also, when there is panic selling in golds, make sure to see if there is panic selling in these live items, because just before game day, Havertz will rise in price. Just before game day, Osimhen will rise in price. So there is always that opportunity to buy and sell these cards without any risk. You just want to buy them at the right time. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Till next time, in a bit.